So as we all know, NHL 24 is around the corner, and one mode that's being absolutely completely neglected, Be a Pro. Since revamping this mode in NHL 21, EA has done basically nothing to improve it. It's been the same storyline for 3 years now, and I expect it's going to be the exact same storyline for NHL 24 once again. And the thing is, you wouldn't have to keep revamping the game mode if you just added little things year after year after year. But instead, they decided to go 3 years without touching it whatsoever, and now you just have a stale game mode, and there's not really too much you can do with it. However, there is a few things they could do to completely revamp this game mode. And the first thing they can do is get rid of some of these cutscenes. I've been sitting here for a minute now. I don't care what Blood's talking about here. I just want to get it over with real quick, and I'm just going to show you some of the things that they could do with this game mode. There's a lot of things they could do. I believe there's two directions you can go with the storyline. You can either take NBA 2K's route, not the current NBA 2K, but go back to like NBA 2K17 when the story mode actually made sense, because I don't know what that game is right now. Or you can go with Madden did with Face of the Franchise, where you play certain games throughout your entire career. So instead of playing all 82 games every single season, you only play certain games and then have a certain challenge attached to each game. But of course, there still will be people that want to play all 82 games, so keep that as an option as well. Now, the one thing I want them to get rid of, this archetype thing. Allow me to customly make my player. I want to be able to build a player that has 99 shot, 99 offensive awareness, 99 speed, 99 passing. But if I give them 99 in all those categories, I don't want to be able to body check. I don't want to be able to play defense. I want to have absolutely zero strength. I want it to be as balanced as possible. You sort of have that with the archetypes, but I want to have full control. Like maybe I want to make an enforcer, give myself 99 strength, 99 fighting skill, 99 body check, but also combine that with 99 passing, 99 speed, and 99 shot. I won't be able to defend whatsoever. God forbid I ever take a face off, and I'm not going to be able to handle the puck whatsoever, but I'm going to be able to take slap shots. I'm going to be able to check you into the boards, and I'm going to be able to skate. And that's all I need to work with. I will give EA some props though. I like what they did here, giving you the Memorial Cup starting in Europe or starting directly in the NHL, so you have multiple options. However, I also wouldn't mind playing through an entire CHL season or an entire season in Europe. On top of that, bring in Prospect Camp. Allow me to play a couple games against only the prospects, then go into the preseason, then go into the NHL. And then there's all the obvious things that people want added: All-Star Game, Winter Classic, World Juniors, Olympics. All that stuff could be brought into the game, but I'm just looking at the actual core game mode itself. So when I was talking earlier about adding Madden 22's mode and NBA 2K, what I was talking mainly about is having these events right here. Basically playing only key games, but to make the key games actually have a purpose. Like, I hate the cutscenes when it comes up and talks to you and it's like, oh, we're playing a division rival, score 1 goal for us. What does that have to do with anything? If you're gonna have moments like that, have something like, oh, the number 1 center got hurt and you're on the 3rd line and they need you to step up and play 1st line center for some reason. And then if you impress the coach, maybe you'll get to stay as the number 1 center, or they'll move you up to 2nd line center and you can progress that way. Also, get rid of this stuff where I just talk with the coach about absolute nonsense. Like, I didn't read anything there. I was just clicking answers just to get it over with. Like, oh, pick up 1 point in the next game. Okay, coach, why? What does that have to do with anything? It's like, oh, if you pick up 1 point here, we'll win the game. What does me scoring 1 point have to do with anything? It's just a pointless task. And then after I score 1 point, what happens? The coach is like, oh, great work out there, Blood. You picked up 1 point. And then it's over. Nothing progresses because of that. I completed my challenge. Congratulations. Nothing's going to happen because of that. I want the challenges the coach gives me to actually mean something. So for example, hypothetically, you're entering the final game of the season and it's a must win for your team. Your coach is going to come up to you and say, hey, score a goal, pick up an assist, do whatever you can to help us win this game. On top of winning the game and making the playoffs, maybe you earn a bunch of XP that you can use to upgrade your player. Also, go with an XP system when it comes to upgrading your player. I don't know what the current system is right now, but I absolutely hate it. Allow me to earn XP through playing games and then let me use that XP to upgrade my character. Now, it actually sounds bad when I have to say this, but NHL 14, they created by far the best Be a Pro mode because it actually makes sense and you actually work towards something. So back in NHL 14, there was 3 versions of Be a Pro. You could live the life, which is basically the Be a Pro we see today. You create your own character and you play your NHL career. And then you have NHL Be a Pro, where you can take control of any NHL player you want and play out the rest of their career. So for example, I want to be Vladimir Tarasenko. I'm going to go select Vladimir Tarasenko and play as him. Simple as that. I get to control the rest of Vladimir Tarasenko's career. I get season expectations, take 201 shots, 37 goals, 71 points, 31 helpers, top 30 in Rocket Richard voting. And then from here, through playing games, I can go ahead and upgrade Vladimir Tarasenko's stats. This is what Be a Pro should be right now. You should earn XP through playing games and then upgrade whatever stats you want. So for this one, we're going to give +2 to hand-eye. So this hand-eye is going to go from an 85 to an 87. Going to purchase that upgrade, and now Vladimir Tarasenko is an improved version of himself. And if you thought that wasn't enough, through playing this Be a Pro mode, you can then unlock a new game mode, which is going to be an all-new Be a Pro Legend mode, where you can control an NHL legend. So maybe I want to play as Wayne Gretzky. I can play as Wayne Gretzky then. I want to play as Mario Lemieux. Go ahead and play as Mario Lemieux. You can't do any of that in today's game. This game is going to be 10 years old in 2 weeks. You could do all of this in NHL 14, but for some reason we can't do that in NHL 23 and probably not in NHL 24. So through simulating these games, I gain some XP, then I can upgrade Vladimir Tarasenko. I think you guys get the picture now. This is so much better than what the current day Be a Pro is. On top of that, I can request a trade whenever I want. So Vladimir Tarasenko, he went up to the GM and he's like, I want out. So the GM's like, all right, buddy, I'm going to try to do whatever I can to get you out of this situation. And literally the following day, this team put me on the trade block, and we also added Martin St. Louis to the team. So, I mean, W move there. But I just wanted to show how quick that can happen. You request a trade, and they'll be trading you pretty quick. Now, from what we see in NHL 14, I think it's clear that EA has a ton of opportunities with this game mode and can easily make it the best in the NHL franchise. However, we just seem to keep overlooking it for other game modes, such as World of Chell and Hockey Ultimate Team. But what we could do is combine Be a Pro with World of Chell, where you could upgrade your player through earning XP. And how could you earn those XP? Not only playing online, but also playing against NHL teams. Basically what NBA 2K does with their My Career. So be a CHL Pro is the exact same as being an NHL Pro, except you just pick CHL players. So I could play the career of Nathan McKinnon. That would actually be a pretty enjoyable game mode, playing his CHL career and then heading over to the NHL with him. Nah, EA was cooking with this game mode. Too bad we don't have it in today's game. So NHL 24, you're around the corner, and this is a big do or die year for the franchise. I feel like they're headed in the right direction with their new development team, but based on the changes they've made heading into the next game, I'm not fully convinced yet. I haven't got my hands on it. I didn't even play the beta. The main thing I'm looking for with Be a Pro and basically every single game mode that NHL 24 is going to be offering is replay value. After I play one season of Be a Pro or simulate one season of franchise mode, I don't want it to get stale. With franchise mode, obviously it's much easier for that game mode not to be as stale because you keep bringing in rookies and you keep developing a different team. But with Be a Pro, after you've played one season, what's the difference heading into season number 2? It's going to be the exact same thing. The coach is going to give you the exact same challenges and nothing's really going to be developing. Madden 21 did a great job of this, of having a storyline that develops season after season where you face new challenges, can influence free agency, can influence trades, and it just keeps you invested in the game mode. Currently with Be a Pro, after one season, I could care less what happens. At the end of the day, all I really want with Be a Pro, I want to have more replay value. I want my challenges to actually make sense and go alongside the story mode, and I just want to have more control over my character. I want to have an XP system so I can build the player the way I want to build them. We're about 10 days away from NHL 24, and those 10 days couldn't go by fast enough.